come to order. Welcome. Thanks for being here, taking time to come. Welcome also to our new student representative to the board, Maddie Funkhauser. Quote of the evening. Knowing what's right doesn't mean much unless you do what's right. And that's from a former president, Franklin D. Roosevelt. And that quote came from Crab Orchard Elementary School. Okay, is there a motion to set the agenda?
I have a question. Somebody from the Broughton Town Community Center called after they seen that we were going to surplus some of this property, and they would like to have an oven, if there is an oven or a warmer that was up there, supposedly didn't work, but somebody from the community center, and I was wondering if we could get that added on the surplus property. If it's even still there. They wanted me to stop and check, but I ain't going in that building.
We can check. I don't think the board should take action on that tonight without knowing what the details are.
We can't take action.
Okay.
We'll check into it.
I said I'd ask.
Okay. I think it was Jen, and who was the other person? Christine. Okay, vote Gloria,
Yes.
Jen,
Yes.
Marvin,
Yep.
Christine, yes, and yes for me. Tonight we have two groups of special students with us who gave of their time and talent to volunteer for the Heart of Kentucky United Way. We have the Cheer United Club and their sponsor, Amy Beston. And we have the FBLA Club and their sponsor, Coach Daniel Foster. I wish to read a letter, parts of a letter that I received from Stephanie S. Blevins, a PhD, Executive Director of Heart of Kentucky United Way. And she said, "Dear Lincoln County School Board, I wanted to share how much the hard work of your students and staff was appreciated and the pact it had on Lincoln County. We are beyond grateful that Lincoln County Schools see the benefits of getting young people involved in community service. The Heart of Kentucky United Way Day of Caring is about giving back to those who nonprofits in our communities that transform communities and change lives. Lincoln County was well represented. This year, Lincoln Schools had two groups of students who participated in Heart of Kentucky United Way Day of Giving, a Day of Caring. The Cheer United Club and the FBLA Club. I cannot tell you how many positive comments I heard, not only from those at the site where they volunteered, but throughout the day from other volunteers. Both locations requested to have this group of students return, remarking they were respectful, hardworking, and eager to help. The students represented Lincoln County Schools well, and we are beyond grateful for all their hard work and effort into making Lincoln County a better place to live and work." Right now, Superintendent Smith has certificates to present to all of you.
We'll start with Ms. Baston's group. When I call your name, you can come forward and get your Patriot Award. Again, this is in recognition of your outstanding community service on the United Way Day of Caring. Lindsay Bryant. Jermani Crosby. Destiny Davison. Cameron Downs. Peyton Hall. Shelby Howard. Anna Hurt. Emily Jeffries. Ashley Lewis. Gatlin Lewis. Maritza Menez. Chloe Miller. Ava Moberly. Kayla Moore. Keely Phillips. Alexis Pittman. Lindsay Ross. Brooklyn Sexton. Alexis Short. Carly Sneed. Molly Bunn. Jackson Withrow. Porter Yaden. That's all of Mr. Baston's group. You can get these. Now to Mr. Foster's group. Macy Carrier. Hunter Conley. Maggie Day. Kayla DeMar. Audrey Foster. Elma Foster. Gracie Gay. Carson Greer. Caitlin Peak. Cora Rant. Trevor Rayburn. Sawyer Robbins. Jackson Smith. Mason Smith. Kendall Smith. Annabella Snyder. Kaylee Stafford. Lily States. Danielle Story. Ashlyn Wooten. Coach Foster, he can also, I saw him earlier, pick up yours as well. Again, thanks for representing Lincoln County well, and this is an event that happens each and every year, so hopefully this next school year you can participate in the same event. Again, congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
Amy, can you get a picture of all the students out like in the lobby? Students, if you'll go, let me get your picture before everybody leaves, okay? Right, Zach. Yes. We'll do it out in the lobby. Let's go outside and we'll do it here.
Okay, we'll continue. Four is our public comment. And tonight we have Mr. Pete Van Hook, who would like to speak with us. You would just come over there and you can stand there, lean on it, and might be a little bit more comfortable.
Thing I do, thank you, Drew, for
Mr.
representing
Van
us.
Hook, wait just a moment. Mr. Grant, our board attorney, has just a few things he needs to know.
It's customary when somebody signs up to speak that we review the public comment policy. We've already signed up. There's a 2-minute limit for speakers, for each speaker. Please avoid comments that relate to specific board members, employees, or students that, or otherwise that are private in nature. This includes the use of name or person's job title. Your comments on those topics should be submitted in writing to the superintendent. Please show appropriate public civility. The format is public input. To save time, the board will not engage in Q&A or debate of issues. Board members and staff are present to listen and rarely ask questions. I'll run the timer for you. Go ahead.
First thing I want to do is thank them for representing us in Lincoln County. I'm really proud of that. That's good. What I'm really here for is we've got a problem at the school not representing the American flag like it should be. In my opinion, the only things that should be pledged allegiance to is the American flag and the Bible. I think when you get beyond that, so I think most students are aware of what happened. I hope You will be, I mean, they'll tell you, somebody will. I ain't supposed to call names or tell work or anything, but it has upset a lot of people. I mean, when you disgrace our flag, American flag, I think it's got bad. That's all I got to say. I hope, and I appreciate every one of you, and I hope that you all can look into it, open eyes. I'm not here to cause trouble for nobody. But I mean, it upsets me. It's upset a lot. I ain't the only one here to hear this. There's several here with me that know what's happening and they're upset. I hope there are. Any parent should be. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Van Hook. Okay, we'll continue with 5 on your agenda. Superintendent and staff reports. Are there any questions or comments on 5A down through 5G? We'll move on to 6, early childhood school board training. Ms. Amy Rigsby.
I do have a solution. I have brought with me, so tonight we are looking at our fall outcomes, looking at curriculum, child development. And this is, I promise it's not fall. But I have also brought with me, I felt like it was very important that you also see some of the faces of our program. So I've brought with me Valerie Day, who is our education and school readiness coordinator. So I'm going to turn it over to her. She's going to talk through some of our program goals and then how we're doing right now.
This is our fall outcome data report, and on the first page, it just talks about, it just lays out the program goals that we have in our integrated school readiness strategic plan. So those are our goals that are in our grant, and we hope to accomplish all of them. That's what we strive for. Right there. The next page talks about our ongoing assessment, and we use the teaching strategy so that it is through our curriculum, creative curriculum, and it covers areas of cognitive, social, emotional, physical, language development, literacy, math, science, and social studies. We do this 3 times a year. We have a fall, winter, and spring checkpoint to see the progress of our children. The first one was our fall checkpoint, and this is collected, and this is our baseline. This is where we're starting with the 3 and 4 year olds, and then the early Head Start program. So I have a graph on here, and this is our preschool and Head Start program, which is our 3 and 4 year olds. This is where they're at the fall checkpoint. You can see they're not at 90% meeting or exceeding, but we're gonna get there. So that's what we're working on. The teachers, you know, they do this checkpoint to see where the children are, to see how they need to individualize, what they need to plan to get them there. Any questions? Okay, the next one is the early Head Start, which is birth through 2 years old up to 3. And as you can see, they're not there yet at 90%. The cognitive is at 93%. So the teachers have that data and they know where to plan and start. The next piece of data that we have is our Brigance, and it's the school readiness that Kentucky uses for the kindergarten entry screener. So we use that in early Head Start and in preschool to screen the children. We do that 3 times a year. So we have some graphs on some of these pages, and it just talks about where the children are right now. The first one is our whole program as a whole. So this includes children birth up to through 4 years old. And it just shows you that the percentage at the bottom says 58% of students are exceeding developmental appropriate, meeting or exceeding developmental appropriate skills based on the Brigance screener. I broke it down. The next one is just for the preschool Head Start children, the 3s and 4s. The next one is the early Head Start children, the birth through two. And then another piece of our data that we look at is the class instrument, which is the classroom assessment scoring system, which Head Start will do when they come in. They look at how the classrooms ran, how the teacher has interactions. So I just put that information on here for you. They look at the 3 areas of emotional support, classroom organization, and instructional support. And this is how our teachers in the classrooms scored when me and Kim Carrier went in to rate those classrooms. So our goal is for all the classrooms to be on level 5 for all domains. And right now our program average is 5.7. So we do have some classrooms that are under the 5 in some of the areas, but you know, we do have some newer staff, and that's what we can plan for professional development to help them get up there. And then the last piece of our score readiness data is our average daily attendance, because we know we need the children in school to do anything, to have impact. And right now our goal is 90% attendance, and right now we're sitting at 88.8. So we're on pretty good.
Any questions over any of that? All right, and then uploaded, you will have a full 48 page.
Yeah, I did a lot of graphs on that one. I broke it down a lot. So
We did not present that one tonight, but yes. So any questions? I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank both of you very much.
Yes.
Okay, we move on to 7, consent agenda. Are there any questions or comments? Okay, is there a motion to approve the consent agenda items? Jen, Christine?
That's all right.
Okay, vote Gloria,
Yes.
Jen,
Yes.
Marvin?
Yes.
Christine? Yes. And yes for me. Okay, we'll continue to the next page, action items. 8A, KETS offer of assistance, Leanne Smith.
Just asking the board to accept the CAT's offer of assistance, and it's in the amount of $33,343, and that will go toward future uses of our district technology plan.
Is there a motion to accept the KETS first offer of assistance in the amount of $33,343?
Make a motion.
Okay, okay. I didn't get to say vote, but anyway, vote, and Gloria made the motion, and Jen second. Okay, now we'll vote. Gloria?
Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
Marvin?
Yep.
Christine? Yes. Yes for me. Okay, let's move on down to 8B, pay applications for the LCMS portal connector. Darren Yaden.
Yes, we got the, we actually got 3 parts of this. If you remember, we got the first part is the change order. That's a credit of $28,000 that was tied into the connector. Then we have the pay app number 6 for, that would be the final payment for the connector, $141,105.31. And the last part is to approve the BG4.
Okay, I need a motion to approve change order number 4 for credit of $28,000. Pay application number 6 to Jarbo Construction Incorporated in the amount of $141,105.31, and the BG4 for the Lincoln County Middle School quarter connector. Okay, Marvin, Christine, vote. Gloria,
Yes.
Jen,
Yes.
Marvin,
Yep.
Christine, and yes for me. Okay, 8C, interpreting services for the EL program. Diana Hart.
So this is just asking that we are allowed to pay interpreters. We have the most
well, I shouldn't say migrant students, but immigrants that have moved in that do not speak English. And so we have a greater need for interpreters. So we just want to have the ability to bring people in when needed.
If I understand correctly, this is also for the parents
Yes. It will be
This-
anything to serve the child.
to help the parents understand.
Yes, absolutely.
Is there a motion to approve the hire of contracted staff to assist with language interpreting for the 2023-2024 school year? And Jen, Christine, Bev, Gloria,
Yes.
Jen,
Yes.
Marvin,
Yeah.
Christine, and yes for me. Okay, 8D, surplus items at Kings Mountain Elementary, Darren Yaden.
I've had a couple of our organizations just contact me recently and asked, what items that are on there. The flagpole, was asked from the deputy at the Lincoln County Fire Department, asked me if we consider donating that to them to use at their new place. And the EMS asked to donate a whiteboard, which is very
Whiteboard.
minimal. Yes, not a very big cost, but I told them we had to go through the proper channels, and that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I need a motion to declare the flagpole and whiteboard at Kings Mountain Elementary as surplus and donate. Okay, Christine, Jen, Gloria,
Yes.
Jen,
Yes.
Marvin,
Yeah.
Christine. Yes. And I vote yes also. Okay, we'll move down to 9. Is there a motion to move into executive session pursuant to KRS 61.8101F? Discussion or hearing which might lead to the appointment, discipline, or dismissal of an individual, employee, member, or student. Okay, Christine, Jen, vote, Gloria,
Yes.
Jen,
Yes.
Christine,
Yes.
Marvin,
Yes.
and yes for me.
Skip me
I
right away.
threw you, I threw you a loop, didn't I? Okay. session. We have returned to open session. 11, possible action, no action. 12, is there a motion to adjourn the meeting? Second. Thanks. Vote, Gloria?
Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
Marvin?
Yes.
Christine?
Yes.
And yes for me.